Here we are again to react to some Americans being confused in Europe.
We're two Americans who live in Europe.
Countries in Europe do not have more differences than states in America.
Not true.
Also, why is this something you're getting angry about?
Country in Europe is so different from one another. And it has a different language, a different culture, a different political background. And they are so different from each other.
True.
Let's assume that, right? If I drive from Madrid to Prague, a
Long drive.
22-hour drive, I'm going to hit a completely different place. What? Madrid and Prague are totally different. They've got different cultures. They've got different languages. I drive from California to South Carolina, which is a longer drive.
Okay.
Could we not then assume that California and South Carolina are going to be vastly different places?
I mean, if you drive from Madrid to Prague, you're going to go from Spain through Italy, through possibly Switzerland, then to, into Czech Republic, maybe a little bit of Germany. It depends on your route.
Odd route, yeah.
But let's say you're going to at least go through three different countries, probably.
Sure.
Right? You know what I mean? So, yes, you are going to go from like different culture, different language, different culture, different language. Just because California to, where did you say? I didn't hear, Virginia
Florida,
or South Carolina, whatever. Just because that's a longer distance doesn't mean that suddenly that's more of a drastic difference in terms of like the people and language, because it's just not. I mean, the U.S. is one country. It's just huge.
I've seen this a lot online, like the comparison, like the vastness.
But regardless of how far yes, if you go from New York to California to Georgia, the people are very different. The accents are very different, etc. Everyone's still speaking English.
Right.
You're still within the history of the United States, the political system of the United States. Like each place has its own individual specific things, food and whatnot. But like you're still within the United States.
I mean, when I've been to New York, I've been to LA.
Right.
As far apart as you can get in the States, more or less.
Spain versus Germany versus Norway.
So different.
Are so vast. Yes.
So different.
They're way more different than just going from one side of the US to the other or going from one side of Germany to the other. This whole like European Union thing is relatively fresh. Like late 90s, the Euro comes in, European Union comes in.
Which all countries still aren't in the Euro either.
For thousands of years, these countries were very homogenous, going to war with each other, their own little kingdoms, and travel was difficult. So you weren't going past your own village. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I do think she's objectively wrong.
Oh, she's objectively wrong. Why is she so angry about it, man?
I just did one of the dumbest things of my whole entire life. As an American, I booked a flight to a European country and I was telling everybody, hey man, I'm going to Czech Republic. I'm going to Czech Republic. Everyone,
first you just said random European country.
Where are you going to in Czech Republic? I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to Czech Republic. I thought Czech Republic is Czech Republic.
People ask, like, where are you going to Czech Republic? And he doesn't know. He's just like, I'm just going to that. I mean, that is weird to not know exactly which city you're going to. But I also get, like, this summer I'm going to Europe. Instead of saying I'm going to Italy or whatever.
At least you said the countries you're going to. That's good.
I would just take it as a positive thing. Because really, it's like an American brag. Because Americans, they view Europe as this, like, exotic, faraway, beautiful land. And so, like, they want to tell people, I'm going to Europe, rather than just saying a specific. So I wouldn't take it negatively if you're European. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think so.
Basically, they're just bragging about coming to your continent.
And look at my itinerary. I'm like, oh, I'm going to Budapest, Czech Republic. Bro, Budapest is in Hungary. I thought I was going to a whole different country, not knowing I was going to a city in a whole entire different country. And I booked the flight myself.
It's actually super funny.
I was in the right state of mind. It was the early morning. I had all my coffee. I was
ready to
energized.
go.
His self-awareness. His self-awareness is fantastic.
Yeah. Dude, this is just like a mistake, right?
Yeah.
Like, I got no hate for this guy.
No, not at all.
I think the Airbnb I booked is in Czech Republic.
Oh, no!
And not in Budapest, Hungary.
I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with America or Europe. This has to do with paying attention when you're booking things.
I think it's easy to hate on people, but like we know
that's hilarious.
We know European countries and cities really well, but I've lived here 15 years, you almost as long. If you've never been to Europe,
easy mistake.
Yeah, can I really hate on you for not knowing every specific city? I don't really want to be like that.
No, of course not.
But whoops a daisies. I'll do a little bit more research before you book that flight.
Agreed.
These little roundabouts make no sense. Like, why couldn't you just put an intersection? Why can't it just be go straight?
Because it's been proven that roundabouts are actually more efficient than intersections.
Like
crisscross applesauce.
I don't know about you, but there ain't no roundabouts in the U.S.
Yeah, there are.
This could have just been a
very
cross
few,
lane
very
here,
few.
a cross lane here. It would have been just as simple.
But look, you're not
easy.
stopping.
But
You
no,
keep
I
driving.
got to ring around the rosy on every single roundabout.
I can listen to this guy commentate my life. But actually, it's funny. in the video because he's pissed off about it, but you can see like he's
doing it fine.
He's not stopping. Crisscross applesauce.
And
you
an
gotta wait for
intersection.
the red light.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Roundabouts, they get traffic through them faster. It's just true because you don't have to stop.
Right.
Like, you do a slight yield if a car's coming. If not, you just go on through. And it's not really that hard. You're like, okay, I want to exit over here. So I turn 1, 2, 3.
Unless they're a double lane roundabout, they're pretty difficult.
Yeah, they're looking to get crazy, but roundabouts in general, I think it's just because as an American,
I'm not used to it.
I think, what is it, like less than 1% of intersections are
Like we have
roundabouts
they
probably?
put in my hometown like 5-6 years ago. And my parents said the first few weeks was like an accident
Chaos.
every day.
Yeah.
And I went through there not too long ago and I was like, the whole traffic in the area is gone. It used to be full of traffic and now it's gone.
There you
It's
go.
way better. So
there you go. So
my anecdotal experience says it's better, but so does all like studies
right.
and
And again, this isn't just us saying like everything European is better than everything American. It's just like,
Right.
like I also used to be
just
weird,
how it is.
yeah, I used to be weird with roundabouts, but then after using them, you kind of realize like, oh, this actually makes more sense.
Name 3 countries.
Italy, France, Spain.
Italy, China, France.
You can't repeat.
Well, I don't know what.
Just throw out 3 new ones.
I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot
got
of
nothing else.
countries.
It's like, what, 197 countries?
College degree went far.
Italy, China, France. That's all I know. That's all I know.
Do you know what country you're
do
in
you
right
live?
now?
United States,
Okay. Yeah.
What's below
and,
you?
Like, what's the one above the U.S.?
Canada.
And what's the one below?
Please.
Come on.
It's in the news all the time.
Alaska,
Politics.
Antarctica, whatever. No.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm not going to say that all Americans are like this because like I'm American and even before moving to Europe, like I was really good with international geography.
I was not, but I knew where Mexico was.
I mean, but this is definitely like a stereotype of Americans that they don't. But I mean, that is really sad that you can.
That's
list
egregious.
3 countries. Like I could list like 40 off the top of my head right now if I really kept going. Like
people are gonna watch this and say like we cherry picked like the worst people ever, which yes,
we did.
we did. So get over it. This is for our entertainment here. if you're along for the ride, welcome. But I have nothing to say about that. That's
Everybody.
by globe.
No. Yeah.
Go to Google Maps a little bit. Look
But
around.
if somehow money was not an object, or whatever, like I really wish that every person in the world could do 1 year abroad. It's like if you're American, go live in China for a year, or if you're Chinese, go live in Australia for a year, or whatever, because like that kind of stuff really broadens your horizons and makes you a lot less like.
And also when you meet people,
isolated like that woman's brain is.
when you meet people from other countries, you remember them easier. Like, oh, 'cause I met this guy John who was from Australia, so it's
Right,
easier.
and then
to-
he's talking about his trip to Indonesia and something. Ooh,
Right.
now you know of another place, and
Right.
you're hearing about other places as well from other people.
But again,
so-
there's no excuse for this person. That was.
No.
I mean, maybe you're on the spot on a podcast. I don't know. I want to be.
No, but she said 3, and then she came up with the same
It's like
3.
a pretty relaxed environment too.
Yeah.
So on the street, you're like, name a country. And it's like, well, I don't. You gotta understand. But she was on a podcast.
She couldn't even get Mexico.
I've been on one of these.
Yeah, me too.
They're wild. These are weird and terrifying, actually. Especially in the back like that. Get in.
Wait, she's not
Get
even
in,
trying.
get in.
She's not even trying.
Let go.
She's not even paying attention that like eventually she's gonna get cut off. Yeah.
She's leaning forward too. Oof.
Americans and other people abroad, like they see videos like that and they think like, wow, Europe is this crazy madhouse.
I've seen them once.
Yeah, those elevators are leftovers from like the teens. I mean, 1920s or whatever. They're over 100 years old. And in my 15 years living in Europe, I've encountered 2 buildings that still have them running.
I've only seen one like an office building I went to once. Don't know why they had one, but I went up and down at least 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
It was a good time.
And did you stay in when it got to the top too?
I did. It said get out, but I didn't.
And you just
And
you
you
just
go
go back
around.
down. You just go back down.
They're terrifying.
I'm not going to say that these are better than normal elevators because they're kind of scary.
The most humbling thing is when you're in Europe and somebody just speaks to you in English, like before you even reveal that you're American in any way, they just look at you and read you down and they know. Like, how did you know?
I love that.
That is true. Like
very true.
People just know, just in terms of your attitude,
The way you walk,
way you
leaning,
walk,
I
how you
guess,
dress.
leaning on like a door sill or like on a wall is an American thing, which
but
I didn't know.
That means
And
it
then-
doesn't mean that Germans never leaned on a door sill.
Of course, but then I learned, I think it's pretty true. My partner told me this. Undercover agents who were pretending to be American learned how to like lean on things to look more American, which, yeah,
I haven't leaned on a door sill in years.
I lean all the time.
But on door sill?
On the U-Bahn, on the subway, I'm leaning. I'm always leaning.
Germans also lean on the subway for sure. They lean all the
I know,
time.
but like, I don't know. I lean a lot. I just it's a thing. But I think clothing for sure. I think the way Americans maybe carry themselves. Do you notice Americans, like, can you tell now someone's American?
Yeah, but it's usually when they speak.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I can tell an American from being from any other English speaking country easily. I think the thing with that gets me caught, and I think a lot of people get caught, like, say when you're fully fluent in a language, you're definitely reacting more to what somebody says. Whereas we only know a little bit and somebody's talking to you full on in German, maybe you understand them, but you're not giving as much back. You're not doing, like, you're much more quiet. And I've noticed that, like, when you're more quiet, a German, once they finish speaking, they'll take that pause and then they'll switch to English because they're like, he's not
immediately responding.
He's not interacting as much.
Right.
He's not saying like, na klar, okay.
I think I can tell though sometimes by clothing.
But how?
Like what? Tell. Like, especially in the summer, like.
But that's not like somebody dressing this. I don't know if you're American or German or what is this?
I don't dress like an American. Like when I'm in America, people make fun of how I dress.
What does an American dress like? Like, I don't know.
I think in the summer, especially like dudes with baseball caps backwards.
No, but I've walked into Germans who also dress that like.
Are you sure they're German?
Yeah, because they spoke German and rapped in German.
It's definitely a thing. Like I see it rarely. Maybe I can tell sometimes.
Okay, well he's got skills I don't.
I got skills that kills.
When you move to Europe, anywhere
like she
Europe,
looks American. Don't know why.
No, that could be. I mean, she is American. That's what this video is. But like, she could be from anywhere. You're just judging it on her face shape.
It's the hair. It's the tight Under Armour shirt.
So no Germans ever wore Under Armour with long hair.
One of the first things that you notice is that everything is miniature, small.
So everyone complains about House Hunters.
Stormy Wester's Playhouse, or like the show about little people and how they live. Okay, here's my fridge.
Wait,
pause. For Europe, that is a massive fridge. That's bigger than the fridge I have.
Your fridge is bigger than the fridge I have.
Yeah, and he had to get an extra tiny mini fridge because his normal fridge was so small, right?
Didn't fit.
I was on board with her till just then when she points at this massive fridge.
I think we gotta change the way we frame things. I don't think things in Europe are small. I think things in America are just big.
I mean, it depends on the perspective. And usually, like my dad's fridge is like two of her fridges side by side. Like the double door.
Oh, yeah.
I think in Europe, I've never seen a double door. Like
I have.
I've seen Dumbledore, but
buddy of ours has one.
Dumbledore. Oh, really?
It's an American size one, yeah. Ooh. It's huge. It's unnecessary because he lives with two people and it's empty.
So I don't know what she's complaining about, but let's see.
Here's my fridge.
Mini.
It's miniature. Dishwasher, mini.
That's a full-size dishwasher.
Kitchen mini.
No, kitchen's big. Oh my God, guys, you should see my kitchen. Half as big.
I have this bathroom that's so mini it doesn't get used. Just for cleaning supplies. A mini washer and dryer by American standards.
Yeah.
The fact that we have
most Europeans don't have dryers.
I want a California king size bed, which is this. It can house a whole family. It's made for very big Americans or a whole family in my case.
You know what? Wipe her out. I don't care about her California king. Whoops. Because I am tired of Americans just complaining how small Europe is. Because I don't know, don't live here. I don't know. What do you want me to say?
It's also like just reframe like how much space do I actually need?
Right. You learn to adjust. But I mean, obviously she hasn't. But
I think. Unless you're all Europeans, especially in rural areas, but especially in cities where things, especially are smaller, but same in the States, like in New York and whatever, in Boston, you spend more times outside in public areas. So you're not at home all the time. You're not living like I have a kitchen, I have a dining room table, I have a little living room, I have a bed to sleep in. I don't understand what I need. I'm not running laps in my house. I just don't get it. Easier to clean, smaller the bed, easier to change the sheets. Just easy.
I don't want to get angry at people when they first move because maybe they don't expect it. But she clearly lived there for a while, and she's
clearly living in a bigger than average apartment.
Right. My empathy, all my empathies are small.
Yes.
Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday.
Americans in Europe taking the train to the next destination.
£50 per person.
I think especially if you haven't used trains a lot, which most Americans have not.
Is that the whole video?
Yeah.
What's the problem here?
She had 4 huge suitcases.
Those are all hers?
Those are all hers. Yeah. Well, they're all that matching color.
Who's bringing down a suitcase?
Most Americans, I think we're used to flying, and it doesn't matter how many suitcases you bring. You just check them in, and it's all good. You don't have to deal with them until you get.
Right.
But here on a train, there is no checking in. You have whatever you bring, you're lugging it yourself. And I think as an American, you don't realize that because you're not used to using train travel.
I didn't even think of it because I don't check bags, so I totally forgot about checking bags.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Most people when they go on a 2-week trip, they're bringing. Some people overpack and they bring 4 huge bags like that. You know what I mean? So,
pro tip: if you're going on a 2-week trip, personally, I pack for 1 week and you do a wash halfway through. You're not in the jungle. You can wash things.
those big bags, you're not going to be putting in most overhead bins in a train. So
some have like bag sections. A lot of times they're full. So you just gotta figure it out and deal with it.
So sometimes your bags will be 2 or 3 wagons away from where you're sitting. You kind of get used to, like, I've gotten used to it. Like,
that's your backpack.
It is what it is. But yeah, so like she just overpacked.
That's fine. But don't blame the trains. Yeah. Trains are great.
So I'm in Rome at the moment, and we were just in a restaurant, and these American ladies were sat at the table next to us. And they'd sat down for about 5 minutes, and they were just getting so angry. And they called the waiter over and they were like, "Excuse me, we're starving. Can we order, please?" They'd literally been sat down for 5 minutes. And what makes me laugh is they're not used to the Italian service. Waiting in Italy is extremely normal, and you just can't complain about it. It's just the Italian way.
Most European countries are going to Germany, whatever. The eating process is a lot longer. Like in America, like they want to get you out of that table. So they're like, boom, boom, here's your menu.
We've talked about this ad nauseum at this point, but it's true. It's like they get paid. They don't care if you leave. You can leave. It's no skin off their back.
Right. You mean in Europe, right?
In Europe, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They get paid an actual wage, not working on tips. So if you don't want to wait 5 minutes, you can leave, and they're not going to care.
In America, every 5 minutes, they're, how you doing? How's this? Does it taste good? Whatever. In Europe, not so much. So if you want to flag somebody down, there is a time period of like, scusi, or Entschuldigung.
Right.
And they're not in a rush to come over to you. So that's probably what happened. And these women just thought it was like bad service, but it's just like European service. Like, sorry to say.
I like hearing a British woman talk about the like experience it.
Oh, these Americans are hilarious. That's right. That accent was awful. Yeah. I don't even know what that was.
It's real bad.
It was real bad. Oh, that wasn't even an accent. I just an accent. That was just.
It was an accent, just not a real one.
It was a country that doesn't exist.
Right.
Yeah. All right, so this is made another appearance. Dear Lord,
that was my tummy.
Now, the only reason we got to bring this back is because when you search for TikToks, about like half of them are Americans saying that there are no water in Europe. No water.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
It's always TikToks. Americans say, "I don't know how Europeans survive. There's no water. I'm always thirsty. There's no AC. It's so hot. Blah blah blah." And they make all these jokey videos of them drinking. Europeans drink plenty of water. I drink like 5 or 6 huge glasses of water every day. Yes, he's going to go to a sink. And guys, when he turns it on, what's going to come out? It's water.
This might blow some American minds out there. We are currently in Europe. Can guarantee that. And look, fresh, nice, clean, some of the healthiest and cleanest drinking water in the world.
Let me show you. Ooh.
Oh, delectable. I wonder if people living, in Germany, Italy, wherever, want to just think that like Americans are constantly dehydrated, but like there's water.
Basically what they're saying is you have to pay for it more often, but that doesn't mean there's less water. The water is as plentiful. It's just like, at restaurants and stuff, you won't get a free glass of water. You might have to buy. That's literally
every
all
store you can get bottles of water. It's there.
Every store, every convenience store, bottles of water. There's drinking fountains in every public square. There's water. You go to your hotel, turn the tap on, water. It's the same. I don't want to talk about it anymore. We have water.
We have water. Stop this meme.
I've been living in Spain for the past 4 years. I recently went home for the first time in 2 years. I was kind of like letting my family know how my job is going and whatever. They asked me like how many students I have. I was like 15 to 20.
Oh, she teaches English.
They were like, is there a bunch of other English teachers in your city? I was like, yeah, there's quite a few. And my uncle actually said, that many people want to move to America in your city? What do you mean? That's why people study English, no? They want to move to the United States. I was too stunned to speak.
I mean, that's kind of typical American, like, ethnocentric thinking. Is like
American exceptionalism.
Right? Like, you think the kind of the world, and I don't even mean this, it sounds mean, but like, I don't even mean it as a mean way, but like, you think
that's
the
how
world,
it is, man.
World revolves around you because you get used to like being this huge world power, and you're kind of like this isolated island away from everyone else. You know what I mean?
That is so funny.
But no,
that's American exceptionalism,
right,
like at its finest.
They speak English in lots of other countries as well.
It's a lingua franca. Like, English is language speak all around the world.
Right.
Of course we want to learn
I mean,
it.
in Berlin, like, we'll see people from Spain and people from the Czech Republic, and they're speaking English to each other, but because it's the median language in between. It's the interpreter language. And so, like, just because you're even learning English doesn't even mean you want to move anywhere that speaks English. It means you need it for business, so you can talk over Zoom with clients overseas. But again, not just clients in the U.S., in the U.K., but in Australia, elsewhere.
Even without that, right? Yeah. There's other languages other countries that speak English, like England,
right,
Scotland, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, friggin' like it's Belgium. Let's call Belgium because they have so many languages.
One thing that we're used to, I think an American would think was weird, if you're in Germany or elsewhere in Europe and you go to a website and you want to switch the language to English, the flag is no longer the American flag. It's the Union Jack, you know, the UK flag representing
where English comes from.
Right. Germans, Italians, Spanish people, like they're learning British English. You know what I mean? Like they're learning, what do they say for pants again?
Trousers.
Yeah, they're learning
they take
trousers.
the lift.
Yeah, exactly. So
I mean, to be fair, I don't know about you, but I work in a international environment, an international kindergarten school. So a lot of the English that I hear is mostly, and also from Germans, some people is mostly British English.
Right.
So my English has changed a bit. Like I say lift more often now than elevator.
Right.
I say flat instead of apartment.
Right.
So my English has actually changed to more British English now just because that's what I hear more often because that's the default English.
Yeah.
Super interesting. Anywhere you go, anything you read online, usually, you know, those are the loudest people who might say a lot of negative things, where most of the population isn't like that. Take everything online, on Reddit, on YouTube, just with a grain of salt. Not one person represents a whole populace of people.
Absolutely. Anyways, guys, hit the like, hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Oh, stay safe, stay healthy, and
stay thirsty.
Bye.